child that goes to school here in the city. I have a child that I'm raising in this city. And it is because of him that I am also here. Our school system needs help, and Jesus. There are so many things in this community that need healing, fixing. They need the removal of egos, desperately, because it's not about egos. It's about the love, right? I know you in love, and we go way back to the okay? At the senior center, because our seniors also need a voice. There are so many pockets in our community that are voiceless right now because current representation, maybe not all, but some, are not doing justice. Because if they were, those voiceless would not be voiceless, they'd be heard. So if we want to be heard as members of this community, if we want to be heard as people that exist and want to coexist in this community, it doesn't matter what flag you wave. It doesn't matter how much sunblock you need to use in the summer. That's right. It's not about color until you make it so. Period. I don't want you to vote for her because her hair is like mine. I don't want you to vote for her because her complexion is closer to mine. I want you to vote for her because she's going to bring the needed change. Did you know that next year we open up for charter revision and ordinance review? All those outdated laws can be changed if the right people are sitting in the right seats. You want to complain about why the city is the way it is? You want to complain about the trash and the dirty streets? Okay, let's complain, but also accountability. Let's remove the ego. Let's remove the double standard. The DPW needs help. Parks and Rec. Is there anybody from the DPW here? Parks and Recs, snow removal, trash removal, street cleaning, street sweeping, and the list goes on and on. If you need your curb cut, if you need an extra parking space, DPW handles all of that. You know how big Lynn is? As constituents of Lynn, do you know how big the city is? Woo! Less than 75 people run the DPW for this gigantic city. Less than 75 people. That's egregious at best. How the hell are they supposed to do it? And all people do is complain. It's time we all take accountability. I do want her to win because I know I'm never going to have to say, Nicole, what's that about? What's going on there? No. And it's not because of this. It's because of this that I trust in her. It's not because of the skin tone, and I need to emphasize it and re-emphasize it and repeat it so that it's embedded in your spirit. It's not about the color. It's about what she's going to do once she gets there. Those of you that have children, the smaller the more important. Those of you that have children, you need to vote for her. She's all about education. She's all about giving the children the very much needed voice that they have needed for decades. Children deserve respect. Children deserve to be heard. Children deserve to be acknowledged. They deserve to be made to feel like they're safe in their community, like they're heard and understood in their community. There are so many places that we need help in. So first things first, we have a lot of people here that run different things and organizations in the city. Do you know each other? Have you had a conversation? Do you know how many of this group right here is from the senior center? Have you gone there? Have you shaken their hands? Have you eaten with them? Do you know your community? If not, sit. If not, politely, respectfully, shut up and sit down. Because those that are in the front lines are in the front lines because they're ready for whatever. They're here for whatever because they know that the change is needed and it's not happening with what we have. So we got to work with what we need. I am a proud member of this community. This is my city in so many ways. This city saw me when nobody else did. This city recognized me as I am, as a poet, as an artist, embraced me at my worst, in my lowest moments. This community gave me a home, gave me family that's not bound to me by blood. They gave me friends that are no longer friends, they're family. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Adriana. Thank you, April, who opened her doors to me and my child, not knowing who I was, not ever having a conversation because she knew that we didn't have a place to sleep that night. Thank you, April. This is what it's all about. It takes a village. Take a look around you. This is the village. If there are elected officials here, you should, each and every one of you, feel free to walk up to them and ask them questions. Ask them questions. Spark a conversation. Pick their brains. Brainstorm with them. Because that's what they're here for. Don't get it twisted. Ever. They're supposed to make you feel heard. They're supposed to make you feel seen. Each and every one of them. I make money from these flag raisings. I get paid to go spit poetry. I get paid to host. I get paid for that. But I wish there was less flag raisings. I wish there was less need for flag raising, less need for awareness, for respect, for people to be able to love whoever they want, for people to be able to walk down the street, for black boys to be safe in their community. This is what we want to vote for. We have John Reed running for school committee. I'm going to vote for him. I'm going to vote for him. Not because he wears glasses and he's blind like me. Not because he's handsome. Not because he's educated. Not because he works for Senator Creighton. Not because of none of that. Because I have a child that is growing up in this community, and I trust him with his future. There are people that are going to show up. Pay attention. Nicole showed up way before she ever thought of running for office. That is also why I believe in her. There is no question here. To give voice and awareness and acknowledgement to people that have gone under the radar for far too long is something that is miraculous at best. Thank you, Nicole. Jamie can talk about Nicole, how through a pandemic, artists like me was able to stay with a little bit of money in their pocket because North Shore Juneteenth gave us a platform. Because the world still needed to hear voices of reason and love. So thank you, Nicole McClain, for creating North Shore Juneteenth, for fighting every uphill battle that you fought to make it to this point. Thank you. Thank you for fighting hate and more hate and unnecessary hate. Thank you. Thank you for not letting egos take you out. Thank you. Because I need you there. And everybody that's here, I know you ain't just here for the good food.
And it's good.
Everybody that's here, you're either here because you really believe it, or you wanted to catch a quick selfie before you left so you could say that you was here. I'm tired. I am exhausted. Y'all too should be able to do whatever you want without fear, without apology. They're bringing it all back. They're taking it all back. They're taking it all back from us. They're taking what they gave us. You know why? Because they're not taking us seriously. You know how we show them that they need to respect who we are? By showing them, by voting for Nicole McClain, for Sean Reed, for those that you believe in. For those that you believe in, for those that you know are going to show up. Whether there's money or not. Whether there's a photo up or not. There are people in this community that really genuinely care. Pay attention. They are telling you who they are. Maya Angelou, one of the greatest poets ever to live. Maya Angelou said, when a person introduces themselves and tells you who they are, believe them the first time. How many times does an elected official have to show you who they are before you make the right decision? Before you believe them? And understand what you gotta do. Vote for Nicole McClain. Period. 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 no matter what you look like, no matter where you come from, whether you got papers in your pocket to prove that you belong here or not, you belong here. You have a voice. I see you. She sees you. And it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter how you walked onto this court. It doesn't matter who you are. She will show up. So you show up. You show up and vote for Nicole McClain. You take your people by the hand and take them to vote for Nicole McClain. Don't let anything stop you. We need her there. Charter revision and order review is around the corner, breathing down our necks. The change is here. Let's make it together. Because she will make sure that each and every one of you is heard. She will make sure that each and every one of you is a part of the process. You won't find out through the grapevine if she is in her seat. Now there are more people here that want to say something. Go ahead and say something. Shoot from the hip, speak from the soul. We don't have time for anything else. Say what you mean what you say. Show up, show up, show up, show up and pay attention. Period. Period.
It's hard to follow Michelle, but it is important to have her open because she has a voice that is just amazing. Everything she has to say is just so powerful. So I had to have her up on the stage first. We are here today because this is where I grew up. I grew up right here at 12 Anderson Lane. This is where it all started. That's my mom behind you. She made that ticket. Hello, everybody. Very last minute. So when I called her, I called like 4 in the morning, like, is everything okay? Do we have everything we need? But it all came together. It looks beautiful. I want to thank you all for showing up. And my goal as counselor at large is to really bring the community together, to make sure our community organizations are being heard, like our senior center. Like Link United for Change, who just recently helped someone from being evicted. Like New Link Coalition, who is getting out there and making sure people are eating and they're tackling food insecurity. Like the Prevent the Cycle that Adriana is the president of. They're out there making sure that the youth in our community become civically engaged and that they get what they need as far as financial literacy, and as far as also with a diaspora gala that introduces them to community members that are of color that are successful in doing things in our community. So they do that each year. These organizations need a voice, and they're on the ground. They are working hard with the community already. So if we are in those seats, we can do more with making sure that they have what they need and push forward their agenda as well. Adriana also and I helped with the Blend Racial Justice Coalition that was able to get 41 cameras for our police department. They have continued on, and they're now really going to get a unarmed crisis response thing. I believe it's going to happen. It has been a struggle, but Adriana and the team have been working diligently, and I'm happy to say that I was part of the beginning of that. So as Michelle was saying, I have already been working very hard in this community, making sure that agendas are pushed forward that are important, and I want to continue that work. And with the seat at the table, I can do even more and have that work really be solidified and acknowledged and seen as powerful and relevant. More than it is outside of the building. It comes with a lot being a counselor at large. You have to do more, you have to be seen more, you can't just do what you want to do, you have to do what everybody needs you to do. And that is my goal. I want to be here for everyone, not just the people that I've been working with thus far, but I want to be open to making sure that everybody is heard and everybody is seen. So thank you so much for coming. I hope that you think about donating. Our donation table is over here. We have a QR code as well. If you don't want to do a check, you can just help us out with reaching more voters. We need to make brochures, we have those printed. We need to do mailers and have those sent out so we can do more outreach in the community and let people know about my candidacy, which is very important. I feel like the more people that know about me, read my brochure, see my resume, they'll be like, wow, this is an amazing woman who belongs in this office and is one of the best. No amount is too small. I really appreciate it, and thank you again for coming. I want to bring on Janie David, who is going to do a poem and also have a few words to say. Thank you.